Ladies and gentlemen, today, we will delve into a significant historical conflict known as the First Carnatic War, which took place in India between 1746 and 1748. This war holds great significance as it was one of the early colonial wars fought between two European powers, the British East India Company and the French East India Company, each vying for control over trade and territories in South India. The root causes of the conflict can be traced back to several factors. First and foremost were the trade and economic interests of both the British and the French. The textile industry in South India was highly lucrative, and both companies sought dominance over the trade routes and resources in the region. This led to intense competition and rivalry between the two powers. Another key motivation was the quest for political influence. The British and the French recognized the importance of establishing alliances with local rulers to secure their trading interests. In the case of the First Carnatic War, the dispute over the succession of the Nizam of Hyderabad became a focal point of contention. The British supported Muhammad Ali Khanwalija, while the French backed Chanda Sahib, each hoping to gain political leverage through their preferred candidate. Now, let's explore the developments that unfolded during the First Carnatic War. The French, led by their Governor-General Joseph-François Dupleix, initially gained the upper hand. In 1746, they successfully captured Madras, a major British stronghold, and established control over significant portions of South India, including Jinji and Arcot. However, the British were not deterred. Under the leadership of Robert Clive, they launched a determined counter-offensive. The British forces, supported by alliances with regional powers such as the Marathas, managed to recapture Madras in 1748. A turning point in the war came when the British successfully defended Arcot against the French siege, showcasing their military prowess. The course of the war was marked by several notable military engagements. Battles such as the Battle of Udyar, the Siege of Arcot, and the Battle of Umbra witnessed victories and setbacks for both sides, highlighting the fierce nature of the conflict. As the war progressed, both the British and the French faced difficulties and financial strains. This eventually led to a stalemate, and in 1748, the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle was signed, bringing an end to the First Carnatic War. The treaty restored Madras to the British and recognized Muhammad Ali Khanwalija as the Nawab of Arcot. The aftermath of the war had significant ramifications. The British gained a stronger foothold in South India, particularly in the Madras Presidency. This region emerged as a crucial center for British trade and administration, solidifying their influence in the area. On the other hand, the French restructured their Indian territories and shifted their focus towards alliances and indirect influence rather than direct territorial control. It's important to note that the First Carnatic War was just the beginning of a series of conflicts between the British and the French in India, known as the Carnatic Wars. These wars continued to shape the colonial landscape of India and had far-reaching consequences for the region. In conclusion, the First Carnatic War was a result of intense colonial rivalry between the British and the French in South India. The conflict arose from their trade interests, the pursuit of political influence, and a succession dispute. The war witnessed initial French advancements, followed by a British resurgence. Ultimately, the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle ended the war, with the British gaining influence in the Madras Presidency. This conflict set the stage for subsequent Carnatic Wars and played a crucial role in shaping the colonial landscape of India.